All right, so when we get to coloring, we're gonna pick 2 to 3 colors. I've picked 3 colored pencils. If you really want, you could use markers, and I'll show you that in a minute, or you could use gel pens, which I think would be a little bit tough, or crayons. If you really don't have any colors at home, just email me and let me know. But with this, you can see I have a pattern, and what we're gonna do is we are gonna fade dark to light. And so I'm just gonna switch my piece of paper. It just makes a little bit sense for me. I don't wanna do this big one green again, so I'm going to do blue, and I dust over the whole thing. I'm gonna keep my same pattern. I'm just starting here with blue, so they're not the same. So I'm gonna dust over this whole thing. So it's a really light color, barely any pressure. And then when I get to the edges, I'll pull up my hand and I'll go pressing a little bit harder on the edges, and then a little bit lighter of my pressure, and then blending in. If this feels really difficult, again, you can just color it solid colors. But the cool thing about this is you can get a little bit more dimension, and gives the tunnel feeling and the optical illusion a little bit better. So I'm pressing hard here on the edges, then pressing a little bit lighter as it rolls into the middle, a little bit lighter, and just trying to blend that. So my pattern is blue, blue, and then green. So as I work down green, again, I'm just gonna go lighter for the whole area, and then I'm just going to darken the edges. Now, this is not something you could probably just finish in one setting, but you have time watching a movie or TV. And then my purple. While you're doing this, you just dust it lighter, and then your edges darker. And then where that meets, you don't want it to be rainbow. That's the one thing. You want it to just naturally fade from one color to the next. If I wanted to go a little bit faster with this, I was just working on that line a little bit, I would skip 2, go blue, skip 2, go blue. So what I could do is skip 2, no, go blue, sorry, a little bit lighter. And I'm just gonna kind of dust that light blue, skip 2, a little bit lighter. This will do my pattern, or begin my pattern, but I don't have to keep switching out my colors as often. It's 2, skip 2, and then my light blue. Now again, I'm just kind of getting the base layer of the coloring, and so then I will go back, and I could do that all the way to the end. Light blue here, all the way to the end. But I'm gonna go darker on my edges, and a little bit lighter. You can see I did one tunnel already before I turn the video on, and then I'm just kind of dusting this out. I hope that makes sense. This would be kind of shading where it goes dark to light, and then you have a pattern with 3 colored pencils ideally. If you wanted to do a marker, you could do where you just flop the colors, and that would maybe be a 2-toned, so picking 2 colors and then just color them every other one would also work.